guys, Minecraft's Future here, and today I have for you a Minecraft iPhone. Yep, it's an ultra thin iPhone too. Look on the inside. This is how thin it is. Yes. And look at this. This is the redstone. Tiny for what it does. Tiny. Anyway, by the way, this is completely vanilla Minecraft. Okay, so to start off with, this thing is completely touchscreen, and pretty much there's two buttons. That one turns it off, and that one turns it on, like reset something. Anyway, you press this button, turn on the phone. As we can see, this is the start screen with an apple right here because it's an iPhone and a slider, and a sliding spot. You could slide across it to turn it on if it would let me. You have to go at a certain speed. Sometimes it doesn't work. Let's hope it works. Yep, it worked. So here we have two apps. We have a day-night app and we have a checkerboard app, just to prove it's 1x1 pixel display. So let's do the checkerboard app. Press the app button and it just goes checkerboard. You can play disco on here. It's even, and it also proves it's 1x1 pixel display, as you can see. Then you can press this button to swipe right back to the first menu, and you can press this button to go to the day-night app. In the day-night app, you can turn it to night with this button right here, because it's above the N, and D, and the one above the D with to turn it to day. You can press this button to go back to the start. Now there's actually 3 apps on this thing. And where do we get the third app? From the second page. You slide the slider right across the thing, and you get your camera app. On this camera app, I have only taken one picture. I'm really proud of this picture. And it is a creeper face. Yes, I know. Oh my god. Okay, anyway. Yes, I know it's only a creeper face, but I really like creeper faces, so yeah. You remember me printing out one with my printer. Anyway, I press this button to go back to this page. I use this slider to slide it right back across, and I can use this button to turn it back off. Whew, that was a lot of talking. Oh no, I'm talking as fast as mumbo jumbo, and am I gonna become an Englishman? Maybe. Okay. Anyway, this thing is ultra thin, ultra tight, and tiny redstone for what it does, as you can see. This is the start screen down here. This is that button's redstone. This is that button's, and this is like the app and app screens. App redstone and the app screen redstone. App screens actually have more redstone than the apps themselves. The app screens will always do that. Anyway, I'm not gonna show you how to build this. That'll be a different day. But I'm just gonna show you. I'm just gonna walk you through what this does. Anyway, what I have is this, which uses a trick I found out from Seth Blaine to use this number, and it detects only one block and none of the blocks around it because it glitches. And it's only this number. Remember, 65536. Anyway, what this does is it runs on a really fast clock, and it tests for you being on that block. Now, okay, there's also a scoreboard running that figures out which page you're on. In this case, I named it A. I always like putting in the command way as a letter, and if it displays on the side, I'll have the display name be the display, but I'll always have letters. So I have to type less. Anyway, for 0, if the score is 0, what happens is if you click that one, it resets the whole screen. What happens is redstone blocks are spawned down here to make those, with the step block command, to make those turn on. And what this does is it turns it all to air blocks, resetting it. Okay, this is, and then this, pretty much, if you're standing that and your score is 0, which means you're on that screen, then it sets it to 1. And when it sets it to 1, this will figure that out and spawn redstone blocks in the shape of an apple and that. Now, since it's always blank, I don't have to put air block checkers, but I do over there. Then, down here, there is a swiping mechanism. What it does is it tests for, so let's say it's on. It tests for you being in this spot, and when it does, as you can see, it turns on a timer that goes for 2 minutes. That goes for 2 seconds. And during that 2 seconds, if you step on the other side of that thing, then this will output a signal because there's a clock on this. That way, but it's in 2 seconds, so you have to run across. So you always have to go in a straight line. And that will turn it to page 2, which is the first app screen. On this screen, it has 2 apps. It pretty much checks for you being in the middle of this thing or 1 block around. Not the 65536, just 1 on both of these, and it also does the slider thing for this. Now, if you do that, like it'll set your that's only if your score is 2. Now, if it finds you on this, it'll set your score to 3, and if you find it on this, it'll set your score to 4. And if you slide across with the same sliding mechanism, sets your score to 5. And on the camera, pretty much the slider sets your score to 2 if it finds you on there, and it'll set your score to 6 if it finds it on here. If you click this at any time, it'll just turn it off. Whew, with all that done, that's enough explaining for this video. Rather small for most of mine. But anyway, this was Minecraft Future, signing out. And I guess I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, guys.